we've got something different here now. We got the old Airwollf. Now I've had this about well over 18 months. It may even possibly be 2 years, but I've never flew it because I need it setting up. So it looks like it's got carbon blades, which they need slackening off a little bit because obviously they're way too tight. Need to be looser than that. All I remember doing is getting it out of the box and having to glue the tail section on, you know, the wingy bits. I bought the extra guns for the bottom, as you do. It's got retracts, so that's pretty cool. And obviously we've got this silly thing on the bottom here. Well, that is to prevent any tailbacks when you're landing, so it protects the tail rotor. But yeah, so you can see blades are quite big. It spins around nicely. So there's a couple of issues with it, I think. This moves in and out a little bit. I don't think it should do this, which kind of, I don't know if you can see, but it kind of rocks back into there. So I don't know whether this little bit might need trimming out a little bit here. I'm not sure actually what the frame's like inside, but this is a Roban model, which I got off the Free Wing website. It's a 450 size. This is the biggest helicopter I've got, and the next size down I've got is a 230S, which I'm still to do a review on because I've only just bought that one. So this was advised to get a micro beast gyro with it. I mean, just look at that, that's a thing of beauty there, isn't it? Anyone who flies knows all about Airwollf. You've got to have an Airwollf in your collection, and I just had to have this. I'm trying to work my way up gradually to the bigger ones, and I would like the bigger 800 size Airwollf. But this, I've seen videos of this, and this flies amazing. It's fast, it's very agile, and I may possibly put a little speaker in it and play the Airwollf theme tune as it's flying along, as you do. So yeah, it was recommended to buy a Micro Beast gyro, which is all in there, but don't ask me how to set it up. I've tried to have a look on a few YouTube videos and it's just gone straight over my head. Now it says you can fly it with just the satellite part of a receiver. Now I've got in touch with Northwest Helicopter Club last night, and they've contacted me back, and I've spoke to a chap called John, and I'm going to be meeting him on this Sunday at their field. It's about half an hour away from me, maybe a bit longer, and he's going to help me set it up. And he said to me, if you're just flying with the perimeters of the field, you'll be okay with just the satellite, but I would like it to have the full receiver, fly on Spectrum. So I bought this AR7000 with a satellite receiver for it as well. So I can't wait to get that sorted. But like I said, it might not be straight away flyable out the box. It might need a few adjustments like that tail section there. I might even smoke out the windows so that you can't see all the electrics inside. I mean, it does look good clear, but you know, you don't really want to be seeing that. This runs on a, from what I can remember, it's got a nice magnetic canopy as well, which is quite tough. I can't remember how to get it off. I don't want to break it, but it runs on a 4-cell 2200, which I've got plenty of for other models that I've got. There we go, slide it forward. It's quite tough magnets it's got. I think the magnets are on the inside, and it's got 4 pins that slide into the fuselage in there. quite a nice bit of room in there. Stick the 4-cell battery on there. You got your little servo for your retracts, your landing gear. So it looks like there's plenty of room in there where it can fit the receiver underneath the battery. There's like a separate shelf underneath the battery there. So battery on top, receiver and micro beast will probably sit under there. So looking at the fuselage, it looks like it's fiberglass. So I don't want to be crashing this, but I'm pretty confident that I can fly this just as well as I can fly anything, because I started off flying helicopters, albeit all the little ones, but I can chuck them about like there's no tomorrow. So I'm not phased in one bit on getting this airborne. But it's just the setup of it that's put me off. I don't know how to do it. So I finally reached out, as I said, to North West Helicopters Club last night. Spoke to John this afternoon, and I'm going to be meeting him, and we're going to get it all hopefully on Sunday. I mean, we'll get it up, we'll get it set up on Sunday, but we might have to do a little. I can feel that. I need to snatch. There we go. We'll get it all set up on the Sunday, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fly it on the Sunday because the forecast is looking pretty rubbish, pretty windy, and maybe a bit of rain. But I don't know what the club's like. I've not seen it. I don't know if they've got any indoor areas where we can set it up first and then we'll go outside and test it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens on Sunday. And then all being well, it's been in the box for 2 years. This nearly 2 years. So I don't know how it's covered in dust. It's got all my fingerprints all over it. So I'm going to need a wipe down. But yeah, there we go. It's a beautiful looking helicopter. It's based on the Bell 222. And I just absolutely love Airwollf. Absolutely love. Grew up watching it. Still watch it today. Occasionally. Stringfellow Hawk, the pilot, as you know. So there we go. That's the Roban Airwollf 450. So hopefully, future in the next few weeks or so, when it gets a little bit better weather conditions, I might be able to do a little flight video and post it on here for you guys, because I love watching other people flying their Airwolfs, albeit the 450 size, the 850 size, and even I think there's an even bigger one than I think there's even a bigger one than the 800 size. But I'll be happy with just getting this going for now, and then gradually maybe work up to a bigger one later on. Staying away from the turbine stuff, all electric for me, batteries all the way, because as we know, we're going into the battery age and batteries are the future. And they always have been, really, to be honest, for me, because I always fly batteries. All my planes are all batteries. I don't fly IC, I don't fly turbines. I don't see the point. They take way too long to set up and faff about and get running. And it's the same with IC cars as well. I don't bother with IC cars anymore. I've still got one or two, but I don't play with them. I don't run them anymore because it's just too much mind. But you get people moaning and too noisy. So it's just better to just stick to electric. So there we go, guys. Thanks for watching. And we'll see this in the air soon. Oosh!